Hello students, welcome to my kitchen and the first session of our Culinary Skill Club. Before we begin, a few rules that you must remember. A. Wash your hands really well with soap and water. B. Tie up your hair really tight and cover it, or if you want, cover it with a bandana or a cloth, because we don't want our food laced with human hair. It's not a very pleasant sight. And 3, if you are chopping something or you're using the gas unit, ensure that you have an adult, just in case there's a slight mishap to rescue. Well, without much ado, we will begin. What I'm going to do today is, today we are going to learn 3 types of coffee, because coffee is a favorite drink and it's getting a little cooler outside. Like we will do for every session, you will meet different chefs, and along with the culinary skill, which is an important life skill, you will also learn about the history of that particular food or drink that you will be preparing. So as we go ahead, I will tell you a little about the story of coffee. So let's begin. What we're doing first is we are preparing a creamy cappuccino mix, which you can store away for 10 days, and you can make yourself lovely cappuccino whenever you need. So for that, this is what we need. You will ideally need to use a teaspoon, and you can put in 10 teaspoons of coffee, depending on the amount of mix that you want to make. You can use any instant coffee. I love Davidoff, so that's what I'm using. So 5 teaspoons is what I will use of coffee. And ensure that you never put in a wet spoon into your coffee mix. And we will have about 4 to 5 spoons of sugar in that, depending on how sweet you want it. And we will put in 2 tablespoons of water. Now, if you can see this mixture closely, and we need to give it a good whisk. This is going to take some time, and you can use an electric whisker if you have, or the good old spoon, or an eggs beater, whatever you need. But please remember, this is going to take a lot of time. Now this is your creamy cappuccino mix. Can you see how lovely it is? This is something that you can use in your coffee. 1 tablespoon of this, or depends how strong you want to make it. Add your warm milk, and you have your creamy cappuccino. I will put it away and store it in a bottle and put it away in the fridge. And it can still, remember, it stays for 10 days. Well, the second one I'm going to show you is one of my favorites, and that's spiced coffee. Now this is all you need for spiced coffee, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. Your parents would enjoy it more than that. Yes, can I ask? Yes. If you can see, I'm heating water out here. It's the amount of water is whatever you think you would require, not much. You can have less water. I'd probably get rid of some. It's just about ½ cup of water. In that, because it's spices, I am putting in some star anise, my favorite, and I'm putting in 1 piece of cinnamon. And this is also something that I need. Yes, I'm going to use some peels of freshly cut orange. I'm saying freshly cut because that's exactly what you need. If you are going to allow them to dry, you won't get the fragrance out of them. So this is where you may need someone to help you in the chopping if you are not confident about that. Depending on how much you need here, I'm just tearing them by my hand, and if you can see, you have to allow it to boil. till the color changes. Yes. Allow the color to change. At the same time, I'm going to heat up the milk out here. Yes, let this boil. I love the smell of orange. So I am going to add in another peel of orange because I love it. Please do not put in cinnamon powder. That's going to ruin it. You have to have a whole cinnamon stick. Yes, the color is slowly changing. The milk is boiling on the other side. I mean, I'm heating it. Can you see the color change? And you will get the fragrance of cinnamon that hits you first, and then the lemon peel. Well, you can see it has changed color now, and it's almost done. The milk has also boiled. So this is what I'm going to do now. Well, this is what I do. I very slowly put the spice mix. I had made enough for just 1 cup, so there is enough. I will put in instant coffee. Depends on how strong you need it. And this is my hot milk. If you require sugar, this is the moment you will add. And there you mix it. Your spice coffee is ready. Well, the next one is cafe mocha. For this, I need to heat up milk. And while the milk is heating up, I will cut chocolate, and it is actual chocolate that you need to cut. So I have dark truffle with me. I'm going to, since it has melted, it is, yes, I am going to add it to the milk and allow it to boil. Take any kind of chocolate that you have, not chocolate powder, but actual chocolate. In about 3 minutes, this is exactly how the chocolate milk will look. And at this moment, once all the chocolate has melted, put off the gas. Well, the next thing we do is, this is my cappuccino mix. I take 1 spoon of it, depends on how much you need. This is what I feel I need. And in that, I put in the chocolate mix. And here I have my chocolate cafe mocha. Well, coffee was first discovered in the Ethiopian highlands by a goat herder. He noticed that when his goats ate the beans, they became very energetic and they could not sleep at night. So he offered those beans to an abbot in the local monastery. And even the abbot noticed that when he had those beans, he could concentrate better during his evening meditation. So that's how in Ethiopia they started getting famous. From here they moved to Arabia. Even in Arabia, the people loved the drink, and there were these small coffee houses where people met, played chess, sang songs, told stories. Well, when coffee reached Europe, it was not taken well, especially by the priest. They started looking at this black drink as a creation of Satan. And though among the common people it was very famous, and they originated these coffee houses which they called penny universities, because for a penny you could buy a mug of coffee, and then people would start, talking intelligent talks, thinking critically, analyzing. But the priests were not happy about it, and in fact they even took it to the higher priest in order to ban this drink. But it said that when the papacy tasted the drink, he found that it actually made you more awake and active and more receptive. And so he actually gave the papal nod to the drink. People realized that drinking coffee could increase the quality of work. In fact, coffee started getting more people drinking coffee rather than wine or beer. So that's a story. In fact, the five countries who have the best coffee or grow the best coffee on their plantations are Ethiopia, Jamaica, Guatemala, Cambodia. In fact, you should go back and check on your geography, on the map, and find out the geographical reasons why the best coffee is grown out here.